the conversation also goes to, like, we are comparing our music versus this hugely played music that is Afrobeat and SA music and bongo music. So should we have this conversation, or should we just say, it's good music, it's quality music, let's play it?
Okay, there's something about taste and preference. And I think the difference is that a lot of people have traveled. I've either been down south, have been to the west, have been abroad and everything. And people have come back home. And there's a lot of taste and preference. And then also with technology, I don't think we can compare today and before. Yeah? I think the opportunity was there at one point, back in the days with the Ogopa and everything. And there was a lot of music that was being put out. And I think it's also, we don't have certain things like, what would you call them? Record labels. There are like very few in this country. So you see, there's a lot of certain things that are not invested in, that we don't have some things like record labels. So people will record their music here and there. I'm just a guy who's out of campus and I'm like, I can afford ABCD. Let me try and bring up a recording studio. I can make 1 or 2 beats. But there's really no format to my kind of beat. They have no significant like sound to me and everything. And that's why guys like Ogopa also trended, because they had a specific sound to them. If you are produced by Ogopa, there's a certain feel to your music, there's a certain element to your music. They did not release your song until it's to a certain level or you've done it perfectly. I think we need to go back to that time. And that's what guys I think are not comparing now and then. There are the people who are able to invest in their music right now. And you see then they're able to bring out quality music, quality music videos, quality songs for radio. And even without saying, you may produce even a song that it's not even just, I'd say not even just saying a club song, but you'd produce a song that maybe that has explicit lyrics. Guys go back to studio again and do a proper song, which now can be played in mainstream radio. Yes, so it just has the words, it's the same kind of sounding word, but with different meanings. You get? So I think there's also that kind of investment, but I think there's also that thing of, I just had cash to record one song. So
And this is what I'm sticking.
My thoughts on PlayKeMusic is, I think it's a timely discussion. It's very rough at the moment, but it's something that's necessary. We've been in limbo for so long, and I think it's high time awareness came about and all the industry players came to talk about. I think some of it is going a bit the wrong way, but that's the growing pains of any kind of movement out there. So I'm not really trying to be politically correct. It's just because I'm thinking there's so many varied opinions coming across, and people are getting the opinion across in so many ways, some in the right, some in a different way that's not right. But I think it's a very timely opinion. But I think it's also a bit skewed in terms of the communication. Think about it. In Kenya, how many radio stations are there? Over 100. And we're throwing stones at, let's say, 5 or 10 stations. That's like only 2% of the population that plays Kenyan music. And if you think about it, outside, even literally outside the urban setting of Nairobi, all other stations are almost like vernacular. So could it be a culture of we're not playing enough Kenyan music, or is our culture so frayed that we have too many facets playing different kinds of music? Because you can't tell me the most urban stations listen to a station in a vernacular station in ABC. They don't mention any, but I'm just saying. But if you actually take time to listen to those stations, you discover how come those guys are ruling River Road. Those guys have a massive following. But you see, here in Kenya, you want to blame a few people for a few mistakes. Think about it like this. The people who are really making the most noise are the people who don't really get airtime. The people who get airtime are not really complaining. The artists who
But Calligraph and Sauti Sol and King Kaka are the ones leading the conversations, and they get most airtime. So I don't know.
I don't think it's really maybe Calligraph Jones, but not Sauti Sol and King Kaka. King Kaka obviously has discovered the formula. Like literally the best example, as you mentioned, is King Kaka. Which song was the biggest song in the end of Dundaing? Like Dundaing just came like that and finished the whole market. Think about it like this. Dundaing is almost at a level of Issa's Boomba Train Mud Trucks, Get Down, Naiboys 2-in-1. That song transcends all cultures. You can be a Barbie from La Vie, a guy from Buru, a guy from LD. That song, you'll hear it playing, and it will just, you'll resonate with you. So I think it's songs that also cut across the culture, and songs that people are easy to get down with. All songs, Kenyans really resonate with that Kapuka beat a lot. They want to dance, they want to get down a lot. So many of the songs that are really successful are songs in that kind of level. I keep, because I go across the country a lot. Outside, let's say the Barbie clubs in Nairobi, you'll find that most songs are the Kenyan artists that are playing. Like people like Jegede, Arrow Boy, what's his name, Concordi, Nanishot Baba, Kolo. Their songs are played like crazy, and as in guys really jump to them. So also ask yourself, are you going to the wrong place or listen to just very few platforms that limit your kind of listening, or are you going wide enough to actually go there? And even if you think about I think some of the people who are being blamed the most, DJs and radio producers. Well, yes, I agree to some point DJs and radio producers have a fault, but think about it. How does new music break into the market nowadays?
Through DJs?
No, not really through DJs.
Through YouTube?
Yes, through YouTube. Gone are the days that as a DJ, I'll drop a song and it'll be like, what the hell was that song? What did you just play? Yes, we do that still, but most of the time, people, it's actually called, let's say, the YouTube generation or the Trace TV generation. Guys listen to these songs online, and then they can't break it down to us.
Now, Cypher started a very long time ago. I think we sat one day and we started something on Wednesdays called Lyrical Wednesday, because we're trying to revamp the show. At that point, I think we worked with Joe Mushiri and Joey Mudengi, and they were hip hop heads. Joe Mushiri had his feet, hands, he was just immersed in local hip hop. And he said, there are a lot of local hip hop artists out there who would like a platform. And we decided, since we are looking at creating, actually it's like session policy where we actually try and help discover new talent. So what we decided to do, let's have a cypher every Wednesday. So they would organize Wednesdays, guys would come in from 7 to around 9 p.m. So 7 to 8, you'd have a couple of guys. 9 to 10, 8 to 9, you'd have another set of guys. So we had the likes of, as I mentioned earlier, Kimathi, we had Calligraph, we had quite a number of guys who came through there, Benadi, where all the cypher was an opportunity for guys to showcase their skills when it came to spitting rhymes, when it came to, and I think actually I remember a day, so it was very interesting. There's a day that Calligraph came into the studio and we gave him a beat, I think it was a Nas beat or something, and he killed it. And I told Joe, you know what, we need to switch this thing up. This guy can't be killing all these beats like this. Imagine we gave the guy a Lingala beat and he killed it. And that's when guys started noticing his prowess when it came to spitting. He knew what to do. He was hungry. As an artist, you need to be hungry enough to not just drop your CD, but be able to come to the station, ask what you thought about my music, create a rapport between you and those guys. That people came here so many times, we had to give them a chance. It's not that we give the bigger artists an opportunity and we don't listen to the smaller ones. If anything, I personally believe that the smaller artists are the people should give a break, because they need that foot through the door for them to be able to succeed. Look for better ways to channel your music. Be creative in how you do your music. Don't just because people think that vulgar music is what you're selling, it doesn't matter. People want content in your music.
A lot of what I've seen online, I can see that there's a lack of understanding from many different parties. The people who don't understand how the business of radio works. It's a business. The artists don't, the radio stations also have their formats. So they're not, you're not a Kenyan radio station. I mean, in terms of you're Kenyan, right? But you don't play Kenyan music. That's not your market. There's some different stations have that target. When people have that conversation, they'll understand more of what the requirements are. And the requirements become very important, because the requirements end up being related to quality. There has to be some quality and standards involved with it. So there's a challenge for artists. Very big challenge for the artist. I don't think the artist can sit back and relax and just say, we need support. You have to have quality music so that it's welcomed and accepted by the players in the industry, the radio stations and the DJ?
What I feel is that we need to come up with a more concrete solution to this problem, because it's just a matter of the hype will die down, then it's just a matter of time before it comes again. So it's just repetitive. We need a concrete solution.
What do you think is the concrete solution?
Structure, and a unified structure from the artist to the consumer to the radio stations, the DJs. Like, we just need a proper structure, and we need to work as a unit, because right now there's no structure. There's attempts in place, but we need more efficiency.
We all need to work together. Artists need to be more aggressive. Media houses need to start playing more Kenyan music, and also like the artists from back in the day. They need to start mentoring the young artists. That is the only way. Like, let's say if an artist who has been in the industry for, like, let's say 10 years starts mentoring somebody who's just starting out, that is the only way that they can pass on the knowledge to the next generation. That is the only way the industry grows, when there's mentorship.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy DJ Otieno V from Atlanta, and I'm inviting you to subscribe to The Source. Peace.